cherish all the time you spend, you tuned into. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned into. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you're from, life is coexisting, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you're from, life is coexisting, but to know the real.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. I'm your host, K Money, and in the building with me, my co-host Slash, Freddie G, and Comedian 96. Collectively, we are the Mind of Men. You can find us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast, Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast, and if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like and or subscribe. Welcome, fellas, to another True Tuesday episode. Today, man, I wanted to talk about this story that I came across that happened some time ago, but I just thought it was kind of bizarre. And it occurred in Hot Springs, Arkansas. And there was a news feed from Fox 16, which is where I actually got the story from. It involves 3 ladies and a beauty supply worker. Apparently, there was an ongoing dispute where the beauty supply worker had gone to one of the ladies' home and an altercation occurred. Sometime after this altercation, I don't know whether it was the next day or how long afterwards, the ladies went to the beauty supply to confront the beauty supply worker. And in doing so, a physical altercation occurred to where they pretty much beat this beauty supply worker pretty bad. And upon exiting the business, the beauty supply worker grabbed a gun and started firing at these ladies. Now, 2 of them was hit, and one actually died at the scene, and the other one died later on at the hospital. Now, these 2 ladies were sisters, 19-year-old Mernaya Myers and 22-year-old Martarina. I'm sorry, I'm messing her name up, but they both were sisters, and they were accompanied by their mother when they went to the beauty supply. Now, Moms wasn't involved in the fighting. She actually left once she heard the gunfire occurring. The beauty supply worker was questioned by the police. However, they were not arrested, which I do feel is, well, I can't say I feel that's right. That's one of the things I wanted to talk about. Do you guys feel that she should have been arrested or not?
Well,
go ahead.
Yeah, in the story, if I'm not mistaken, they got shot in the back. That's probably the only thing. I mean, I understand that they, I understand that they did attack, and it was a 2-on-1 situation. But getting shot in the back would mean they were retreating, right?
They were retreating, true.
Mm-hmm. So if they were in the store and they were still fighting and the lady just happened to grab the gun in the middle of the scuffle, that's a difference. But getting shot in the back.
Now, keep in mind, she was already outnumbered, getting her ass whooped.
Yeah.
So you feel that she should. Now, what if she hollered out to him and they didn't turn around? You still think she shouldn't have fired? You feel that she was wrong just because she shot him in the back?
No. Yeah, and just shot him in the back. If they shot him anywhere else but the back, because even police are not. They're not supposed to shoot you in the back. That's like one of their laws. They're not supposed to shoot you in the back. They still do it, but if I'm not mistaken, they're technically wrong if they shoot you in the back. If you don't have a weapon.
So there's a difference between retreating and fleeing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between retreating and fleeing.
You got to break that down.
So if you come and you beat the shit out somebody,
mm-hmm.
after you beat the shit out somebody, you're going to flee, not retreat. You beat ass, now you're going to run and leave. To get away because you're in the wrong.
Yeah.
You're going to flee. Retreat means, okay, well, damn, I'm on attack. Oh, now they're getting aggressive. Let me back up and get away.
Yeah.
Now it's clear. You beat her ass.
Mm-hmm.
Now you trying to flee. And in the midst of you trying to flee, in her mind, the fight ain't over.
Right.
I still got ammunition.
Let me ask you. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Fred.
So Nah, you got your ass shot, and she was right.
Comedian 96. If let's say somebody broke in your home and they were fleeing, and you got your gun, would you shoot them in the back? If they broke into your home, they're leaving the scene, and
I would try not the back. I would maybe the back of the leg of something. I would probably shoot both legs or buttocks.
Listen,
but not death shots. Fleeing, not coming to me. Yeah, I'll shoot them anywhere. Face,
you
head.
said in the back of the leg, right?
Legs.
In the legs. Mm-hmm. You're looking at body parts. The bottom line, if a person's back is turned to you, they're turned, whether it's their buttocks, whether it's the back of the head, whether it's
hit
their leg, whether it's their Achilles.
Right.
The bottom line is you're shooting them in the back.
Correct. But the other two girls died, so those were kill shots.
Sometimes they can be accidental kill shots.
It could be, right. I was going to get to that. So I understand there's vital organs in the legs or whatever, but again, if they're running out of my house, say they got the microwave or a toaster, and all I can see is the back of them, I'm not going to shoot them in the back of the head. The only way I would shoot a headshot if they're coming towards me, coming into my house, because you got to look at it this way. How many incidences where someone got their house broken into, but they still got in trouble, right? I know we're talking about the fight, but think of the instance people got in trouble for
shooting the assailant.
Yeah.
I haven't really heard any.
Look at it this way. Look at it this way. You said you're not gonna intentionally try to shoot them in the back of the head, or whatever, because of kill shots. Okay, can we agree that there are some people who are really good at shooting?
Yes, we can.
Can we agree that there are some people who are terrible at shooting?
Great point.
Can we agree that there are some people who are terrible at shooting?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we agree that there are some people who are good at shooting, and we agree that there are some people who are bad at shooting, can we agree that a good shooter can shoot somebody in the head, and that a bad shooter can shoot somebody in the head?
Okay, so I got a question. I don't know where the girls were shot at, and I don't know
in
how.
The head.
Both of them. It coincidental? You shoot two people? Pow pow.
I can tell you. I can tell you. I can tell you. I know somebody personally.
Okay. Well then,
that's not a good shot.
That
has shot somebody in an area of their body that you're swearing down that this person was a professional.
But this lady did it to two people. That's where the problem comes in. You gave me two headshots.
She was being assaulted by two people.
Okay, look at it this way.
You gave me two headshots.
Look at it this way.
As they were leaving.
Look at it this way. Look at it this way.
Yeah.
You could be leaving, but not be far away.
I get it. But two headshots.
Yeah, you could be leaving, but not far away.
Do you know how hard it is to hit the head? The body is really easy to hit.
Look,
but the head.
You can slap me right now from the distance you are from me, right?
Yeah.
Cayman, I know you got a question for me. But you can slap me right now from the distance that you are from me, right?
Right.
Now, the audience can't see this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, after you slap me, you won't be retreating. You'll be fleeing. You'll be fleeing because you know there's a good chance I may retaliate, right?
Right.
But you're close enough for me to shoot you in the back of the head.
Correct.
So you're automatically assuming that they're a distance away when they're shooting.
After the first shot goes off, no one stands there. The first thing, this girl's shooting. So pow, you got the first one. The other one runs. But pow, you got that one in the head too as she's fleeing.
It didn't specify how many shots were fired.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Now, if she unloaded the clip and it just happened to hit them in the head, that's different. But if you shot two bullets, even three, anything under three or over three, I understand. Got your ass you just shot. You just shooting. But if you shot two shots, single shots,
we don't know how many shots she fired.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. If she shot two single shots, and you know and I know that if you hear the first shot, you finna run or duck or go down to the ground. You got the first one off, I get it. But the second one, you managed to get off, and you got off two shots only.
Now again, I don't think it specified where they were shot at either. You guys mentioned the head, but it was just they were fatal shots in the back. Now I don't know the percentage of people that get shot in the back. Mm-hmm. You know the chances on them surviving or not. just being shot, period, is bad. You know, allegedly this happened because of an ongoing dispute I mentioned earlier over a man. Now, I was asking whether or not we feel that this lady that did the shooting should be charged or not, and I kind of straddled the fence because she did initiate this by going, you know, to one of the young ladies' houses, you know, prior to this altercation, which in my opinion kind of brought on the ass whooping that she got later on. Not justifying the ass whooping that she got, but had she not gone to the house, I don't think any of this would have, you know, even occurred. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. And also, K-Money, let me say this. According to an article in Sandra Rose, right, during the altercation in the shop, the employee drew a weapon and shot the sisters in the back of their heads as they tried to flee.
Now,
police say the mother fled the store when shots were fired. Keyword shots. Now, it says the mother fled the store, so that tells me all three of them
were
in the store.
Correct, and one got away.
So here's the thing: after you beat her ass, and she was able to get to a gun, because you got to think about it. If you beating somebody's ass, first of all, if you know somebody coming in the store, you done got into it with this girl before, and you see him walk into the store, you ain't got to, they won't even get in the store good before the gun is right there, so they had to get on you, whoop you, and you still trying to get to the gun, fidgeting and trying to get to the gun, because they whooping you. As soon as you got your hand on the gun, I think that as soon as they saw the gun before she even fired, they saw the gun and started trying to run, and she just shooting.
This is my thought process. The mom was at the door for lookout. The two girls went in to jump the lady. When they were done, since the mom was already at the door, that's why she got away. As I'm thinking about it, 2 shots to the head. Bam, one wasn't far enough. She was still too close to the girl when she had the gun, the lady. And then the second one was still kind of close, but fleeing.
So you said mom was at the door.
And mom was at the door, so she was able to get out and go to her car. She was probably the lookout.
You're speculating.
I'm speculating CSI.
She was inside the store, but standing
at the door, by the door for lookout, for make sure no other customers come in. You know, I mean, you know, when we were bad back in the day, hey man, watch the we gonna have a fight in the restroom, man. Stay at the door, look out, make sure nobody come in, none of the principals come in. I think it was one of those. Just listening to the story, I'm just speculating. It could be that situation where she was already at the door on lookout. So when she heard the first 2 shot or the first shot, she was already out. She was gone.
I got a question.
Yeah.
It's a beauty supply store, right, K-Money?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. So if it's a beauty supply store, who you think worked up in there? Do you think they was Asians or black?
Well, I think initially I would assume Asian. However, when it said the dispute was possibly over a man, that leads me to believe that, you know, this possibly was another African American, but that's pure speculation on my part. But I can't see. Well, you know, you got some blacks, some Blasians out there. I don't know if that age.
But judging by their names, the names that you.
Well, the victims, the sisters were black. Okay. Now I'm not sure what the ethnicity was of the beauty supply worker.
Okay.
But again, I'm saying, you know, you got. Most of them in the hoods that we grew up and know about, it's normally Asians that occupy these businesses. But again, with this dispute being over a man, I don't know if it was an Asian that act black and dealt with black guys, you know what I'm saying, or if it was a black person altogether. Comedian 96, I want to ask you a question. Actually, it's for everybody. So do you guys feel that anybody at all should be charged in this case?
This one is a little bit difficult. Because listening to it, it's like everybody did something they ain't had no business doing.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So I really don't know how to call this, although the one thing that I'm sure about is you don't go in nobody's place of work disrespectful. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You got to expect whatever comes with that. Now, whether or not the store have a policy of using that type of force on that type of situation, because the girls wasn't stealing nothing out of there but her. You know what I mean? They wasn't stealing out of the store. They were stealing on the worker.
Right. But
so my thing is the store's policy, is it anything stating that you cannot use a weapon unless there's a robbery? Because she's wrong for pulling the gun in the fight.
I have 2 ways someone could be charged. Okay. If the store owner, 2 people, I'm going to start with the store owner first. If the store owner ends up being a marksman, some type of where she's classified to shoot a gun or do whatever, possibly her, because then now you could have aimed for the legs or something. But if they were just lucky shots, they just happened to hit them in the head. No, you didn't have to shoot them in the head, but I get it. You were just defending your stuff. You just come in my place of business, jump me, and then think you finna walk out. Nah, I get it. Now, for the mom, none of this would have happened if she wouldn't have brought him up there, right?
Well, again, the beauty supply worker had went to one of the sisters' home previously. That's what prompted them to come up there.
Yeah. But previously, but nothing happened in
no, there was an altercation that occurred.
No shooting, no.
No, it wasn't no shooting, but it was a.
So now you come into a place of business now. You even took it from my domicile to a place of business where I make my money. Man, honestly, the mom brought them up there for more smoke.
Well, I'm not going to necessarily say mom's brought them up there.
Oh, so then at this point, no.
She accompanied them.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that she brought them up there.
Yeah, but mom is mom.
Now, what I will say is moms probably should have coerced them into trying to settle this, peacefully. Oh, but if she walked in the store, it don't seem like she even had that opportunity to.
Well, she didn't have the opportunity then. But if she brought them up there, then I would say charge them. So if she brought them,
I think those girls wouldn't have brought that to her place of business had she not came to that girl's house.
Facts.
So she's wrong, the store worker, for even going to those people's house, because you made it accessible now for them to say, I know where you work, I'm going to come to your job.
Right.
That was her fault completely.
But you know what, though? The store owner didn't bring the gun when she went to their house. She could have.
But
she didn't. But she didn't.
But that doesn't make it right either.
It doesn't.
Because she still wasn't supposed to go to them people's house with no altercation. It's certain ways you handle situations. And I think she just, if she wanted to take the high road, leave it alone. Don't go to them people's house. Because they don't know where you live, obviously. That's why they came to the store. But you know where they live. So that's where the problem is. You bring it to me. This is when you should have had your gun. Because now I'm going to come up there. But you see how the situation just went bad. Period. So it's almost a premeditation from the store worker, because you knew that there was an altercation between you, because you created an altercation and went to them people's house.
Well, she probably felt that they were going to come, and she had the gun.
And she had the gun there
prepared.
for that reason.
That's another speculation that we could.
The premeditation should be on the mom, too, because you brought your ass up there.
I'm not going to say the mom's at fault. The reason why I'm not going to say the mom's at fault, because mom is just trying to protect her daughters and say, well, hey, now, and I get what you're saying, but you have some moms who are the figure in their daughter's life to where don't take no shit.
Right.
And this probably that type of mama. Well, y'all gonna go up there and y'all gonna beat her ass or whatever y'all gonna do, da-da-da-da. She might have assisted in the conversation of what to do, not knowing that girl had a gun up there. So, mama, you wrong, too, for taking them up there and not sitting them down saying, hey, let's think about this. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
If she come to your house again, do whatever.
Then.
But don't go up there with that nonsense.
I get it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I get it.
So I don't think the store owner should be charged. Let me tell you why.
Even if she a marksman.
Let me tell you why.
You stuck on that marksman shit.
Let me tell you why I don't think she should be charged. She shouldn't be charged because let's take it back. She went initially to the girl house and had a fight, right? That was the day before. When that happened, the girl that she went and had the fight with should have called the cops, said what they said to get this girl in trouble. Hey, she came over here looking for trouble.
Right.
She came over here. She was at my house in my area looking for trouble. So one of the sister she got into it with, should have called the police then to get that taken care of. Mm-hmm. Now, once that girl leaves, and here it is a whole nother day. This is something totally separate from what happened the day before. Now you come in here to my place of business and you're initiating it. Now, let me say this. Technically, there is no stand your ground law in Arkansas. However, there is an alteration of the stand your ground law called Castle Doctrine. Castle Doctrine. Mm-hmm. And that affects self-defense cases. So in this case, that girl came to the place of business, and the girl was at her place of business working, minding her business. You came to fight me, and based upon the Castle Doctrine law, I can defend myself. Just because you hit me with a fist don't mean I have to hit you back with a fist to defend myself.
Ooh, I need to move to Arkansas.
And unfortunately,
no, it's Texas too.
Oh, okay.
Just because if I slap you right now, that don't mean you gotta slap me back. You can kick me with a foot.
Okay. Well, all right.
Unfortunately, the sisters don't have any evidence that this beauty supply worker came to the house. Right. So it's pretty much word of mouth. Whereas at the business, they actually have footage of the ladies coming in and the violence occurring, and they pretty much have the whole situation caught on camera. So I was surprised that nobody had mentioned self-defense prior to you bringing up that information, Freddie, and I appreciate you sharing that with us.
You knew he was going to investigate. You knew it.
No, I mean, facts. We definitely want to report the facts.
Yeah, that's true.
As best we can. In situations like this here, man, it's definitely unfortunate. Like I say, 2 lives were lost, and these young ladies were definitely at the beginning of their lives. I hate that this occurred. These young ladies lost their lives. Keep in mind, when you have an issue with somebody, you never know how it's going to end up. So I think if we let the proper authorities handle things when certain situations happen, we could prevent these type of fatalities from occurring. Appreciate y'all joining us. Come back. Peace. This concludes another True Tuesday episode, and be sure you tune in tomorrow for another episode of Women Wednesday with Freddie G. Don't forget to follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast, Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast, and if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like and or subscribe. And to all my 52 Scott faithfuls, it may be new to you, but if you heard it here, then you know it's true.